Sí, señor.
What's up, y'all?
What up?
Is this my second?
Is it all shimmy to the left? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's yours.
Cheers.
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 Okay. Good talk, everybody. Let's do this.
Cheers.
Señor,
Okay. Two watching.
If you can hear us, say what's up. For Life on Radio Story. All right. As you know, this is new for us. So bear with us through our growing pains. We gonna figure this out.
Amen.
If we have any viewers, could you just give us a what's up so we know you're there? We want to shout you out. Thank you for joining us and all the stuff. Moon, why don't you do it?
I did. I said hello.
Oh, you did.
It came out too.
Oh yeah, because it comes up as it's us. It's us.
I'm sure everybody's gonna chime in soon.
Yeah, let's just wait for people to kind of pile in here. It's still early. What should you eat? Chat.
I like it. Yeah, we can do that.
Might as well get some drinks going.
There's some drinks. Well, you can double fist it already. Show.
Some
It doesn't
Yeah,
count.
they ain't got no liquor. Yeah, I said it.
Motherfucker, you act like you don't know who I
That ain't
am.
that 14.5 you was drinking the other day.
I drank some of that this morning.
Didn't you?
Ah! Over his Wheaties.
Right. Instead of
Hey,
milk.
hey, that shit ain't no joke, bro. That shit ain't no joke.
What is it?
14.75% beer.
Oh wow. Yeah.
He put it over his Wheaties this morning.
Jeez. Is that like Crazy Horse? You guys remember that?
Oh, yeah. I
remember Crazy Horse.
No,
It's definitely stronger than
malt
Crazy
liquor though,
Horse.
but that's nowhere near 14.75.
I just remember it was strong ass beer.
Yeah,
That's all I remember back in the
But
day.
It's like,
it's probably like 7%.
remember Mad Dog 2020?
And the twin. Oh.
Okay, was that like an evil prediction of this year?
Seems
Like, ooh, 2020, you gonna do me like that?
That was my nickname in college, man. Mad Dog.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, I know.
Mad Dog to quiet you.
Well, that was my drinking in college.
That was 20 plus years ago. God.
Man, we was in Louisiana. The legal drinking age was 18.
Mm.
So college freshmen
It was on, man.
only cracking. Probably my only lasted a year.
You're like, it was one hell of a year.
Yeah, that was a good one. I reminisce everything. Yeah, it was a good time. Really good time.
Usually we have our crew.
I know.
Don't be shy. As you see, we have a little special guest.
Captain
on.
Jack? Is that Captain Jack?
I don't know.
I don't see Captain Jack on here.
Somebody there.
Who comes?
Alright, where do you see Captain Jack?
I
Oh,
see
yeah.
him there.
Oh, I do too.
What's he got to say? Well, we don't know. Sure, we don't know what he got to say.
Captain, what's happening, my brother? We getting ready to go. We just wait for motherfuckers to show up like you, sir. Cheers. I can swear all I want, sir. I can swear all I want. Damn it.
Drink.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, we're starting a drinking
You
game
don't have to
early.
tell me twice.
Okay, so our next, we won't tell them what our next segment is. We'll keep that a surprise. But
Okay.
I think Thor accidentally made a drinking game earlier.
I didn't do anything, but I'm down.
I like it.
I'll lose. I'm good with everyone drinking. We all drink. We all good.
I don't either.
I'm just waiting.
Oh yeah, he said, "Yeah, I want to go back to swearing." Okay, Captain, I'm gonna talk to you for a minute since people still loading in. So the point was for you to swear so we could drink while we watch your show, but you kind of like turned it into a I bet I can't swear thing. How about this?
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'll donate to your charities,
Yes.
and we can go back to swearing and drinking games.
Sounds like a good
Sounds like a win-win, right?
Oh, there he is. Some slight delay. Yeah, I want to go back to.
All right, so let's get started. I think we have some.
I'm good. Thank you, sir.
So
Appreciate it.
thank you everyone for joining us. As you can see, we have a new cast member here. This is Omar. Before we let him introduce himself, I just want to say that you know, we love Dion. He's always going to be part of the For Life or Raider Story family. He wanted to dedicate his time and his energy to his nonprofit, the Wolfpack Crew. So go check them out. And we support him fully, and he's welcome back anytime.
Absolutely.
So
that we're gonna give the floor to Omar.
What's up, folks? I'm Omar. Originally became a Raider fan back in LA. I moved to the Bay. The Raiders moved back to the Bay.
Yay.
What can you say? If that's not the stars lining up for you to just go to a whole new height, I don't know what is. So
all right, and
that's my story.
thank you, Omar. And if you haven't noticed, we have a special guest bartender.
Señor!
So look out for a special candid conversation with Señor. He's got quite the stories that you do not want to miss, let me tell you. Captain Jack said, hey, I noticed him first. Captain Jack, I'm right here front and center. I mean, okay, I'll give you that.
Must have been the hat. Must have been the hat.
So anyway, we're just sitting here talking about, we're filming season 3 right now, but in the middle of this, we want to come to you live and hit you with some of the hot points in the NFL right now. We've been talking about will there be a season and how does that look and how do we feel about players that might be opting out and things like that. So if anybody has any opinions on it, let's talk it up.
I mean, I'll go ahead and say I hope there's a season. I'm not fully sure there will be a season, but I'm pretty sure. I'm like 95% sure there ain't no fans gonna be there. It'll be like baseball where you see a couple cameramen in there, whatever. And I'm okay with that right now. Just please have a season. That's all I want. Please have a season, whether it's no fans or not. Just please have a season. I don't think that you can have fans there. I really don't. It would make no sense to me to do that. So
I would like to go.
well, of course. I mean, people.
But
I
would go even.
I mean, I'd like to walk out on the street and find the winning lottery ticket, but I mean,
let me put it this way: if they gave us the opportunity, I would sign a waiver and risk my life and go.
See, and I love the Raiders with all my heart, but I'm not risking my life because I've been to multiple games, and there will be another season.
But this is the first. This is
time. Well, he go, yeah, sure.
This might be the perfect time to market a Raiders contamination suit.
Well,
hey, somebody trademark that. You heard it here first, all right?
Yeah, if you have
fan contamination
Okay, so we have our first question.
Okay.
That comes from Dan.
Yes.
And he's curious if we have our patches, and if so, can you purchase them? So
we don't have patches yet. We do have some swag that we've started to get, but we don't have patches yet. We hope to soon, and we will let you know.
And you'll be one of the
You'll be first on our list, Dan, as a loyal supporter.
We do have water bottles. We do have toads.
We appreciate you wanting to represent us, though.
Thank you very much. Yeah, much love. Much love.
Oh, we have Captain Jack that's ready to call in.
Okay.
Captain.
Well, let's answer Kelly's question. We were just talking about this, Kelly. Who is your favorite player and why? I obviously said Jamarcus Russell. No, I'm kidding. For me, it's beast mode just because I not only is he a beast on the field, but he's entertaining for me on the sidelines, and he's an Oakland boy.
And
We represent Oakland,
yeah.
town business for sure.
Amen.
What about the rest of you?
I chose Howie Long because
he looks good in those pants.
Because he looked damn good in those pants. He's about my age, so we're good. So yeah, I have to go back to Howie Long.
I have to say my most current had to be Seawood, but then it goes back to
Seawood.
Bo, goes to Tatum. So I like so many of them, and they're all ones in my book. So
Yeah.
I think those are my notable mentions right now. It's going to be Seawood, it's going to be Bo Jackson, it's going to be Tatum.
All right, we'll get back to you guys. We have our first caller here, Captain Jack Rackham Sackham, baby. What's up?
Captain Jack.
great seeing you. I definitely wanted to make sure I got a phone call in because I would be remiss if I didn't let everybody know that y'all have a great show, and I would do everything I can to support it.
Oh.
But I gotta do show prep for mine.
Of
So
course,
that's why I
right.
wanted to make sure that I was there for you, saying hello to everybody out there, and hey, Omar, good to see you, you bastard!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be calling into your show,
Yeah.
Captain.
Omar's got lots to say.
All you other fuckers, I do.
Oh, I'm out actually. Can you hook me up? Señor, por favor.
Oh,
There you go. Now you got a drink, okay? So now you're happy with me, okay?
There you
we
go.
weren't prepared. We would have had the hard stuff.
I would have shots laid out.
Shot.
There you go.
Yeah,
Just
so
again, I wanted y'all to have a great show. Where is that you're at? That's a nice looking location.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so Thor's friend Anna owns this bar. If you're in Emeryville, come check it out.
Bank Club has been here since 1960. It's the oldest bar in Emeryville, which Emeryville is basically Oakland. It's just a little area of
It is
Oakland. Yeah.
Little suburb, right?
Yeah. Like you walk up one block and you're in Oakland. You walk down one block, you're in Oakland. And you can,
100.
yeah.
And if you're in the area, she's open on Mondays for takeout, and she makes these. Well, we already drank them all, so that's why we're on beer. But she makes these awesome drinks. There's like Long Island, adios, margaritas,
lemon drops,
lemon drops, all the stuff. So
watermelon
come have some.
tea.
I think I drank all of them, so yeah, they're good.
Okay. As long as they have some heated Grand Marnier.
Oh, she puts Grand Marnier in one of the drinks too.
There you go. I'll do that.
Okay.
And I actually like I can't have strawberry. What is it? Not margaritas, but
Daiquiris?
I like
Daiquiris,
I like that.
okay.
Yeah. So give me some strawberry daiquiris, some Grand Marnier, and see, as y'all know, and y'all think that the old salty fucker is.
Hey!
There you go. There you go.
Tell me.
I'm really not. So it's a special occasion, hanging out with the Poor Life crew, and of course my boy Señor. I would definitely partake, but see, the one reason why I don't drink a lot is because A, I don't like the feelings afterwards.
You gotta drink a lot of water when you're drinking.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is that I've always been the bouncer that throws everybody out in the mine. That I would make sure that everybody else is safe and be the designated driver. But for the For Life crew, if and when I get out there and hanging out with y'all and hanging out with Sean, aka Señor, you know I will partake a little bit. I just miss everybody, and I wanted to make sure that I called in. Have a great fucking show!
Yeah.
Daddy.
There you go.
Y'all take care. I gotta go back to my show prep. Remember, everybody, after their show, come on over and see my show on YouTube, Ask Captain Jack. Have a great Sunday, everybody.
All right, you too, Captain. Thank you.
Love, brother.
Cheers,
Cheers, Cap.
Cheers, Captain.
Cheers.
Yarr.
Hard.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Captain Jack. And of course, as you all know, head over to Captain Jack's show. He's on Thursdays and Sundays from 6 to 8 PST. And his show is super entertaining.
Got it.
And, you know,
And if you
we
can
kind of
make
get him a drink.
Yeah, and if you can make them cuss, then you'll drink.
Yeah.
No, then they'll send you a bottle.
Oh, yeah, you
Get
get
him
a
a cuss.
bottle.
Yes. So, tell me your favorite play. We want to know
Let's
still.
go back to-
Kelly wants to know favorite player and why.
Favorite player, Marcus Allen. Being young, one of the most memorable moments as a Raider fan.
Oh, yeah. Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that
74.
reverse,
Oh,
for 74 yards.
Whoa.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
who was that? I want to play that position.
That was gonna be my most memorable game.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, whoa, wow. All right.
We don't know. It's water.
It's water.
Water.
Kelly, you're gonna have to come give me a ride. You're gonna be my personal Uber.
Oh, we got another call.
Yeah, we got
That's
it.
fine. But did you help yourself?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for calling for Live on Raider Story live chat. Who am I speaking with?
Dan, your man, Raider Nation.
Oh, I know you. How you doing?
Good.
We don't get any kind of like super intro that Captain Jack gets.
I was just wondering.
That works.
Sounded like Master
Let me say, nah.
Wait, what that was like? Whatever.
All right, talk to us. What's on your mind?
Well, how do you guys think? Hurricane City again.
Oh, in Florida. Are you on the East Coast?
I'm in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Yeah. No, good. You did not get the hurricane.
Stay safe out there.
Thank God.
Oh, amen. Yeah, it was supposed to be pretty bad.
Yeah, the people who live in the mobile homes.
Right.
If you guys remember Hurricane Andrew, what happened to the mobile homes?
Yeah, they get demolished.
Yeah, they don't understand.
Stay safe.
But I will tell you that I'm glad that you guys were part of your show. I want to say that I'm going to play that once in a while.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I'm just like, Captain Jack, I support this show 100%. And you guys can get email for anything, I'm here for you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you,
So
Dan.
nice.
There you
We
go.
appreciate your support for the show. Thank you for calling in, and we thank you for supporting Captain Jack. That's our boy for sure.
Yes, for
No,
sure.
yeah. Oh.
They put it was Friday or Thursday night. I said that we're in the playoffs would be 19-1.
Yes, that was quite the ambitious prediction you had.
I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I'm rooting
Big
for you
time.
too. I am
Was he
rooting.
more optimistic than I
Yeah,
was?
I think so.
Oh wow!
What did you
Damn.
say? You said 11 and 5.
I said 11-5 with a couple of playoff wins, but okay.
I said 91 because I said if Chucky does what Bobby does, which is concentrating supporting Carr 100%, we will get this year. We will get a Super Bowl win.
Okay, all right.
Definitely.
I
I definitely
you
see
are right.
a Super Bowl win in our
We're
future.
rooting for you.
We're rooting for you.
Yeah. I'm always gonna be like, what Dan said. In any of my arguments now. That's what Dan
What
said.
Dan said.
Yeah, the man. Yeah, the man. That comes true.
Are you guys a Florida fan yet?
No,
No.
we're in Oakland.
We're in the Bay.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to think you guys know because hopefully I'm trying. Hopefully my last year that'll be at the day. Last year I had something stroke.
Oh.
And I got work from home.
Well, we wish you all the best health, and yeah, we'd love to see you out here in Oakland. We'll definitely show you around the town.
Definitely.
I'll be glad to stop by. But I guess this is a good night. Thank you for having the show. And I will have to say one thing. Go Raiders!
Go Raiders!
Take care, Dan.
All right,
Thank
Dan.
you.
Stay well, my friend. Okay, bye-bye.
Alright.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Well, Dan, I'm hoping you're continuing to watch, and we wish you and all your Floridians the best during this hurricane season. So
Yeah.
stay safe.
Yeah,
We really
definitely.
wish your prediction to be
Right?
What Dan said.
Right?
What Dan said.
Uh-oh, Elizabeth said, Omar, how you gonna get home? But then she retracted it.
I did see that. We already saw that.
I didn't drink that much.
Not
That's
yet.
Yeah.
it.
He hasn't
It's
drank
just
his
water. It's just water. Is this one
Yeah.
mine? It's my
Yeah,
water?
it's water.
It's your-
That's my water. Thor, favorite player.
Liz, I'll call you if I need a ride. How about that? There we go.
Back to
so.
Kelly's
My
question.
favorite player of all time. There's so many like Omar said. So I picked 3. Tim Brown is my favorite player of all time growing up. We also got to talk to Tim Brown. That was incredible on a Zoom call. And so that even made more Tim Brown 81 touchdown. Timmy,
Touchdown, Timmy!
my guy. But number 2 for me was Howie Long, 75. I mean, and then Woody. I mean, if you look at their careers, Hall of Famers, right? I mean, just and not just like I mean, Woody I mean, that's more current. So we think of Woody. I remember that was one of my favorite actual game moments. I forgot to bring it up when we were talking about that. But when the dude ran out on the field.
Oh my God, in front of Wood.
Yeah.
He was real about it too. He was just like,
He was like all in his
right in
face.
front of Woodson, like, what's up? Oh
Yeah.
my
Because
God.
I remember being in the black hole, because it was in the black hole side.
Yeah.
In the black hole, like.
Yeah.
And it was just like confused, like.
But even see Wood look like that.
And
Like,
see, Wood was confused. See, Wood was
And
like.
then he was super cool
He
about
went
it.
from like scared.
Yeah.
I
Confused
was
to
like,
scared.
Because at first I think he was like, is this fool gonna rush me? And then he just stops and breaks it up. He's like,
And
oh, all right, you
and
just
you
break
saw
like
all
that.
And I remember that day. I remember that when that happened in my life. Anyone who runs on the field, I'm like, that's stupid idiot. Whatever.
That guy did already know.
At that point, I felt that dude so hard.
Right?
And I was like, that dude is the oh hell yeah. And he went to jail happy.
He risked it
Oh,
all.
yeah.
Hey, you
Yeah.
talking about I'm about to risk it all
Oh, yeah.
just to throw up the O real
Right.
quick here.
And
Right.
so that's why honestly not all the stuff that Woody did, because Woody did a lot of shit. I mean, you know, he was incredible defensive rookie, or he was defensive player of the year as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Or not player of the year, but rookie. Defensive player. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been drinking, sorry team.
Yeah.
I mean, he was defensive player of the year also, but when he was in Green Bay. So he went to Green Bay. I remember that hurting me. I remember Woody being around town and like, man, Woody doing a party over here in Oakland and all this stuff. He was people's. And when they sent him to Green Bay, it hurt. And they were like, because he was kind of getting hurt for a couple years in a row there, so they let him go. But then they brought him back. And they brought him back. It was kind of like, oh, we'll just bring him home for a year. He ain't going to be. And he came back and balled the fuck out. Like, oh, Woody back
Like carry the
So we
defense.
have, we have
and-
a great question. Let me interrupt you guys for a minute.
Yeah.
From Kelly. Do you think the organization will ever retire Tim Brown's number?
We don't retire them.
Nope.
Yeah.
We don't retire them.
Unfortunately.
I don't think that.
But he'll be
I
immortalized.
love
I mean,
Timmy. I
that's
didn't say
unfortunate.
what.
Yeah.
I
There's
think
not enough numbers, right?
Right.
It's like there's too many numbers that are needed.
But one thing the Raiders have always done, and I hope Mark Davis carries this on as his father did, is honoring your great players, keeping them involved with the organization.
Yeah.
So I just hope Mark Davis carries that forward. I think he will. You know what I mean? If I had to say right now, would he do it? I'm going to say yeah. Because Al Davis did that. You know what I mean? He was like,
You are such an optimistic
Yeah.
man. First they go on 11
Yeah.
and now baby Davis gonna do all this extra shit. Okay, Omar.
I can't help myself.
Hey, we love your optimism.
We do. And again, we hope you're right.
Yeah, exactly. We hope you're right.
Tell me, Homeland.
Oh, we're looking for Raider. Homer has joined us.
House.
Give us a call. You got the number. Let's hear what you got to say. We'd love to hear from you.
My brother.
Do we all know who Homer is? I'm sure we do.
Yeah. We did the Greater Homer show. Yeah, we all Homer's new, so he did the Greater Homer show.
Yeah, Homer
Right,
hosted
Homer.
us on his podcast.
Greater Homer is the homie.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a-
awesome.
He's the Greater
That's
Homer.
all I need to know.
He's a Raider homer.
Once you're
He's
cool,
a Raider
he's
homer.
like, he's a Raider fan. Okay, boom. You know, I
He's
mean,
a Raider homer.
right, there you go.
Oh, we have another caller. Raider G, what's up?
What's happening, family? Raider Nation, how you guys?
All day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What's on your mind tonight?
Hey, well, first of all, I'd like to give a big shout out to Captain Jack because he was the one who turned me on to the show.
Right on.
Yeah.
Captain Jack.
Yeah.
Captain Jack.
Little tree for it.
I basically wanted to talk about, I guess, the question that, the topic that you guys talked about as far as favorite Raider player. Mine is Marcus Allen, just like
Yeah.
That's great.
And a lot of Raider fans, they think Marcus Allen, they think about the Super Bowl, but originally from Virginia. So when I was in the 10th grade, that was many
Hey, for all of us, brother.
So when I was in 10th grade, that same year, the Raiders and the Redskins played each other in a regular season game. And the Raiders lost 35-31.
Right.
And me being from Virginia, that was the closest professional game. So the Raiders lost that game. I went to school that Monday, and everybody was looking at me saying, you don't know what you're talking about. Martin Brown didn't even play that game. So a few weeks later, Martin ended up playing in the Super Bowl, and he was the MVP. So I said, you know what, the Raiders are my team for life. I'll never falter. That's my squad. So Marcus Allen is my favorite player, and I have a lot of them, but Marcus is my favorite.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we all love Marcus Allen.
Yeah. We love
Definitely.
Marcus. We love
Definitely.
Marcus. Marcus
Yeah,
got
but,
be dirty at the end though, but we love Marcus.
Yeah, and as Angie, I live here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from Virginia, but I live in Atlanta. So hopefully you guys will come to the Atlanta game.
We're planning on going for
He's
sure.
definitely on the radar.
So this is the thing. You asked us, so be prepared. We will show up.
And take over your city. So.
Wait. Tell me, what's your address?
And one more thing, I think you guys opened up the show with the question of, do you think it's going to be an NFL season? In my opinion, I think that there is, because the NFL had pretty much predicted once training camp started that there was going to be a lot of players that were not only going to opt out, but they were going to have a lot of COVID cases because players were coming into camp. They were coming into camp from all over the country, from where they were. So the NFL don't know what they were doing and whatever. But once those players get inside the bubble of training camp, then, those cases will eventually go down. So it's just like Thor was saying earlier. I think that it's going to be less games. But nevertheless, I still think we're going to have a season. I think the NFL, if you look at everything that they've done up until this point, all indications show there's going to be a season. It may not be any fans, but there will be a season.
Yes.
And I'm still coming to Atlanta.
Right? Well, I'm hoping there's fans by the time that ATL game happens.
Well, that's like week 9 or
All
something.
right. You know what I mean? I'm like that. That's pretty deep into the season, and I want the pleasure of taking over Atlanta. So
It's like,
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Hey, look, once again, I'm a big fan of the show. I wish you guys success. I'm going to be a weekly supporter or whenever you guys ever come on.
Thank you.
So, I'm going to get off the air and give some other fans a chance to call in and, speak their piece. But thanks for accepting my call, Angie, and go Raiders.
All right,
Go Raiders.
Thank you.
all day.
All right, thank you. Bye.
So it's much better. You can hear there. So that's great.
Yep.
In the meantime,
No,
Kelly.
just a phone. No, put the
This is me.
put the computer back. Put it back a little. Thank you.
Or lose yourself.
Yeah.
You better lose yourself.
While we have our next caller, hopefully someone's calling in. We have another question from Kelly.
Okay.
Who will be the MVP on the team this year?
Josh Jacobs.
Josh
Jacobs.
I'm gonna go counter.
I'm gonna go Mad Max.
See, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna go Mad Max.
Max.
I think on defense, if that
Oh,
kid
the
gets,
team.
I mean, he had 10 sacks.
The team.
The team,
The
right?
team.
The team. I'm gonna go Mad Max.
Yeah,
I'm going with Josh Jacobs.
I'm gonna go Mad Max. I think
I'm
so.
gonna go. You know why? And he might be of the defense
Yeah.
for sure. And I love Mad Max.
Senor, who are you going with?
But also sells tickets, and that's
That's true.
Oh,
But if Mad Max is better than he was last year, takes over a game. Remember how Khalil Mack would take over
Almost
a
as
game?
far.
If Josh Jacobs is better than he was last year, okay,
That's true. Hey, look, this is what I call
Right.
quality issue, and we can argue. I love the
Right.
argument after the fact.
Homer's gonna choose Carr.
Hopefully they're both done.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And mine says Hunter. I just like to
Hunter
say,
Whitford.
I'm glad that we have
Hunter
options.
Whitford.
Like, isn't it just nice to have options to discuss this?
Yes. Yes. Third red rose could be very
Homer
bad.
said Carr.
Homer said Carr.
Homer, I hope you're right, because if Carr is the MVP of our team,
Then
of the
we are
league,
the real deal.
we are serious.
Then we got a shot.
We got a shot at everything.
Yeah.
True
True that.
and I'm not gonna miss my.
I still got to go back if we're arguing about who's the MVP because so many people are just doing so well in different positions. I like that. I like that option.
I like that option a lot.
You know what I mean? We're grasping at straws to figure out
And
who's
we
doing
have
good.
options.
Right.
Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow.
Right, like,
What
who's
if
who,
Ruggs shows up?
Right.
What if Josh?
Right.
Josh Jacobs is the truth.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
is the
I don't know
truth.
what y'all watch from Josh Jacobs.
No, he's the truth. As far as-
But we do know, and look, and here's the only time I might not sound optimism.
Let's come back to it. We have a caller.
So.
We have
Go
a
back
caller.
to it.
Who could that be? Okay.
What up, Raider Homer?
No
Homer in the
more.
house.
Señor Raider, I'll see you back.
Hey,
Hey.
You know,
Hey,
we
I'm
have to
hoping
come back
Cisco-
with a special guest. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm hoping you got Cisco's text, man.
What do you say?
I don't know.
Say it again.
I'm hoping that Señor Raider got Cisco's text. I'm trying to get
Oh.
Señor Raider. I would love to extend an invitation for you to come on the channel. We're gonna do on August 17th. We're gonna do Monday Nights Live, the Black Hole Edition. I'm getting Rob Rivera on there with Cisco, Wayne. I'm just waiting for him to confirm a time slot, and hopefully you can make it too.
Okay,
Nice.
good.
There you go.
You're there?
Yeah, I'm
Señor? Okay.
Homer, do I get an invite?
What's that?
It's silent.
He's like, well, we're
I
happy to
don't
see
know.
you. You know,
Cisco.
schedule is
Yo.
tight right now. COVID, you know.
We got like a max. Okay, it's all good. Anyway, I still love you. Talk to me, Homer.
Likewise, feelings mutual. Yeah, I figured you had enough of me last night,
No.
but hey, it's cool. I'm glad you extended the invitation.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
Well, nothing really. Just, I was recording with the podcast. We're talking about Derek Carr. I'm going to say, don't sleep on Derek Carr. Right now, people talk about him getting back to 2016 form. Well, remember in 2016, we were getting those turnovers. And right now, with Littleton, and I think LaMarcus Joyner is going to be able to come back with Littleton helping him, in the middle of the field and have a good season. And with Malik Collins pushing the middle of that pocket, those turnovers should come this year, and that should help the team overall, of course, right? But that should put Carr in better situations to lead the team and get the wins that we need to get. So don't sleep on Derek Carr.
No.
We're rooting for you.
Big time. We're
We
thinking,
hope you are right.
he's got a full cast. He's got a solid line that he knows that's, got continuity there. He's got continuity in the running game. He's got a solid I call the best tight end room in the league right now. And then he's got this slot receiver that's just a beast named Renfrow.
Yeah,
Now he's
Burden
added some
Renfrow.
pieces for the deep ball. He's got the orchestra.
No
Yeah,
excuses.
Ruggs is really going to help the offense because he's gonna take the top off the defense. You can't put 8 in the minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so a lot is being said about Carr checking down. Don't worry about that so much because you know what, you got Josh Jacobs back there now. So checking down is it's extremely important. But then again, you got Ruggs. You can say he's gonna take the top like I just did off the defenses.
Yeah.
He's really good at the intermediate routes and then you running the yards after the catch. So Carr and Ruggs is gonna be really good because of that. Carr is great short yardage, the short yardage game, and so is Ruggs. And then again, like you just said, we got Third and Renfrow. Yeah, man. I think this season, if everything works out, 10-6.
And I think a lot of that whole check down thing goes away if you're constantly moving the chains. He wasn't known for a deep ball. That guy would dink and dunk all over the place. Right. But if you keep moving the chains and you score on a drive, nobody cares if you threw a lot of 5 yards, 6 yards, 10 yards. Nobody cares about that.
A lot of the old school Raider fans, they still want that bomb. A lot of the old school Raider fans still want that bomb, but Gruden's offense doesn't necessarily work like that, So I'm excited, and he said when he first came back, he wanted to bring back the fullback position. So they went and got Alec Ingold, right? And then boom, here comes the fullback again. And then what did he say this year? He wants to run those 3 tight end formations. So look for Gruden, right, to run that clock down as much as possible. And you could see you're going to see a lot of those 3 tight ends. So you got Witten, you got Foster Moreau coming back, and then you got Wall.
I'm
Preach.
good with that.
Preach.
I'm good with that. But that, to me, means run the ball. That means Josh Jacobs got to do what Josh Jacobs is going to do.
Yeah.
And you get them 3 tight end sets, and you got that extra blocker, and you got, man, pound the ball, run the ball. I'm okay. I love defense and clock control and run the ball and score and take the heart from your opponent.
That's football.
In which case, Derek Carr don't got to do too much.
And I think we're sleeping on the fact that Rod Marinelli is going to have that D-line. I mean, I think he's going to have that as a fine-tuned machine. And I think Max is going to have a phenomenal season. And I think other old boy is going to step up from what he had, 4 sacks last year. So I think he's a Farrell. Yeah, I think Farrell's going to step up.
Farrell though.
Well, the problem, Farrell, they were moving Farrell around at first, right? They were moving him from the outside to the inside, and he wasn't able to do that. Then at the end of the year, they left him on the outside. That's when they started playing better.
Yeah.
But I haven't been because I've liked that sign. A lot of people were upset, right, because we let go of Buckner, right? And I thought maybe keep Buckner and bring in replace the linebacking coach with Marinelli. But at the same time, it is what it is. But Marinelli, don't forget, when they first got Van Der Esch, that Cowboys defense was stingy, and they were looking pretty good. So if Gunther can't step it up this year, I like the fact that we have that backup plan in there.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what Rod Marinelli is. He is a check on our defensive coordinator right now. It's like, hey, if you don't get this together, your backup is right there. You know what I mean? They did that for him and Carr, I think, when they brought in Mariota. Yeah, I think it's a check.
I've been saying this for a while now. I think, John Gruden likes to bring back that old style football, which, I love. But I also think he's going to be able to make some adjustments. And I can't remember the guys, the quarterback / wide receiver that the Saints are using, but I kind of think that we're going to see some situations like that. It's going to be a new mindset is what I'm hoping for. Because Carr, right, he's great in between the 20s. And when he first came in, he was really good in the red zone. So he's got to step it up again. But if Carr still struggles in the red zone, that's where I'd love to see Mariota come in. Right. In the red zone with Bowden to his left and Jacobs to his right. And play a little bit of that RPO in the red zone.
So, Homer, do you think the Raiders will use like a dual quarterback situation?
But I think it's Bowden that they do it with. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump you, Homer, but I think it's Bowden that is going to get that package.
Right.
Yeah, you signed Marcus Mariota. He's a Heisman Trophy winner, you got to utilize him at some point.
I was going to take it from there. That's kind of what I'm say again, Homer?
I'm sorry, Homer. Go ahead.
No, you sign Mariota. You want to utilize that kind of talent. He's got the legs that we want Carr to use. Carr's got legs too, but he's more of a pocket passer. But, you got to use Mariota in certain situations. Gruden in his press conference was talking about we got to get better at the 1 yard line. Well, why wouldn't you bring in a jumbo 3 tight end package with him? RPO. Now, this kind of contradicts what I've said in the past because I don't really like the RPO. I don't think it's sustainable. And, Lamar Jackson had a great season, but then when they figured him out he's got to learn to pass a little bit more.
Yeah, you don't think they'll use Bowden to do that though? I mean, isn't that why they got him as a triple threat? What he can pass, run, and
you can do it with Bowden. You can do it with. I like.
What about
P3 was talking about P3. He was talking about maybe letting Peterman go, and you go ahead and utilize Bowden as like the third or / emergency quarterback and put in some packages. So I'd rather see Mariota at quarterback with Bowden on his side and Jacobs on his side, because then you can move Bowden out. You can move Jacobs out. And you got the quarterback that can either run and he can still throw. So I kind of like Mariota right there. I don't necessarily this year want to put a rookie at the quarterback position when we really do need to improve in our short yardage or red zone game. So, but you're going to see Bowden run the ball. I think you're going to see a lot of jet sweeps with him.
Yeah,
because he's that kind of, once he gets in the open, if you look at his highlights, he's really good at eluding people. So I see him more as a jet sweep kind of guy.
Good to have options.
Now, you don't think that bringing in Mariota for those type of packages will cause any type of controversy or a little blow to Carr's ego.
Right.
Unlike
Well,
Bolton is
the
non-threatening.
media's
See,
gonna
if
blow
they
it up.
use Bolton,
The
it's
media will blow it up,
non-threatening
and
to
all the
Carr.
coordinators, all the coordinators
Yeah,
will be
scared.
over
I
that. It's a team
Okay.
game.
You want to win.
Stop fumbling.
Yeah, no, okay.
Right,
Stop
there's
fumbling.
I had to ask.
fumble right there.
I had to ask. That's all.
I think maybe some of the flashier quarterbacks, maybe, but I think Carr is a team player.
Stop fumbling at the 1 yard.
Yeah, he's a team player. Carr's not gonna be mad at that.
Oh. Good boy.
Oh,
Good boy. Wait. Or don't dive out of bounds with the ball. Yeah. Don't fumble in the end zone. Thanks.
Don't do that.
Yeah, dude, Carr. I feel bad for Carr in that situation because if he didn't extend for the end zone on those plays, people were gonna bitch about it. But then he extended for the end zone and people were bitching about it. To me, it reminds me of that 4th down play where he threw the ball. Captain Jack hates that play. But I mean, he's damned if he does, he's damned if he doesn't, right? So I feel bad for Captain.
But you
Carr
gotta
and
win. You
Captain.
gotta find a way to win now.
Homer, you just said bringing another quarterback in the red zone. Now you mad because I said he fumbled at the 1 yard line?
Right.
Come on, we.
No, what I'm saying is that Mariota can help us at the 1 yard line, but Derek Carr, if he didn't make the attempt at the 1 yard line, people were gonna bitch about it, just like they bitch about him throwing the ball away on 4th down.
Homer, brother, I love you and I love my people, and they're more on more on that, maybe a little bit on that thing too. But what I'm saying is, through the history of the NFL, whenever you do some shit like that where you got two kind of quarterbacks or you try to run some different, this shit never works, ever. Give me a time when it works. It never works.
This is a new league,
And
right?
we've been saying that for
used to not work
years,
either. Run to the sideline and throw the ball right in the middle of the field, but that works perfectly for Mahomes. You know what I mean? It's a new league.
But he also
and back in the day, right? The league they didn't pass as much as they did out of the spread. But the game is changing. So
Well, sure,
what I'm saying is Gruden's going to stay true to the old school football, but I would like to see him adjust a little bit. And if he's going to adjust a little bit, utilize somebody that you signed that can run, and use him when in a situation where we have to improve, because Mariota is a good runner. So while I don't want to see them alternate series,
Derek Carr could be a good runner if he fucking grabbed his nuts and went. God damn it, he's a scary ass fucker now, and I got love for Derek Carr.
He's not scary. He's scared. He's not scary. He's scared.
Yeah. That's the same thing where I'm from. He's a scared bastard now. Means the same thing as he's a scared bastard now. So he needs to go ahead and fucking put his head down and get that shit. Not try to reach out.
But you remember when in New Orleans, right, when he jumped over the damn defender, and then everybody's like, "Oh, don't do that, Carr." That's what I'm saying. He's damned if he does. He's damned if he doesn't. And then, don't question Carr's toughness, dude, because he broke his pinky and still played. Then he broke his leg. And that was the first quarterback that took us to the playoffs since Rich Gannon, and that's for a lot of Raiders.
I was never mad from that. When he broke his leg, I was never mad.
And then he broke his back and only missed a couple of games. He had a back injury and only missed a couple of games, and he hasn't missed any games since then. He is durable. He is tough. But, hey, he needs a team.
The last couple of years,
now he's got a team.
Definitely.
He did?
Yeah.
This last year.
The last couple of years. Under Gruden, because you can't be no punk with Gruden.
Right.
You can't be.
You can't.
No, you can't.
No, Gruden will call your ass out if you're being a
straight up. Yeah.
So
yeah, Gruden will call your ass up, but he also backs Carr up.
Yeah.
Gruden, look, Carr is a mix between Rich Gannon and Brad Johnson, right? He's serviceable in this offense, and he can.
I heard a little chuckle back here on that one.
That was a good comparison.
Yeah, I like
that one. I like that.
I will say this. Let me say this about Raider Homer. He rides hard. Like we know all of us, I think, have our opinions that aren't 100% towards the Raiders all the time. Homer, he is like Raider fan, Mark Davis fan, Carr fan. Like he loves it all, and he loves it 100%.
Right, and we're on, and I'm on your side, Raider Homer. I love you, bro, and I want to be on your side. I want you to be right.
definitely want you to be
We
right.
want you to be right.
Definitely.
Like I really actually like Derek Carr a lot, and I have a Derek Carr jersey, and I don't have any new players' jerseys.
No?
So I love Derek Carr, but I'm praying you're right. Change my mind. I'm okay with that. I'm easy. You can prove me wrong, and I'd be happy with that.
We prefer it.
Get ready, dude, because he's about to prove you wrong, man. I'm telling you.
I appreciate it, Ray. I appreciate it, brother. I hope he does.
Like
We
you
rooting
said,
for
I
you.
hope he's the MVP.
We hope he's the MVP.
If he's the
of league.
MVP, the team is
winning.
well, yeah, we're great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then everything I said was way wrong because we're going to be balling out. Then,
And I definitely wouldn't mind one of our rookie receivers being rookie of the year.
Right.
Offensive rookie of the year.
Gosh.
Because I think one thing leads to the other.
Yeah, that
Because
would be it.
if Ruggs is offensive rookie of the year, that meant he's caught some balls.
That means-
and if he catches on enough to do that, we already know Jacobs and everybody else is doing their
Doing
thing.
what they're doing.
Yeah, those will be some great indicators of the season.
You talking about Ruggs being able to catch?
No. Well, I'm just saying if he wins offensive rookie of the year, what that means to the rest of the team. You know
That
what I
means
mean?
Derek
Because-
Carr.
And they're not going to give
Right, that's
they're not going to give us
Jacobs has a great year,
offensive
then-
rookie of the year. The NFL doesn't do that. They're not going to give us offensive rookie of the year. But he's going to definitely have a big impact, right? Not only because of his speed and his compatibility, I guess, with Carr in the intermediate pass game, but most importantly, he had like a 2.7% drop rate in college. So the guy's got hands.
Okay, catch the ball.
That's
If
what
he
we were
catches
saying.
the
We
ball-
were comparing him
A lot of
earlier to
people,
other
you
species
gotta
we
remember,
had.
When Carr had Crabtree and Cooper, we were good. And I think that if you were to look at it, if you were to do it like if you wanted to take comparisons or whatever between the receiving core that Carr had, now Ruggs is kind of like that Cooper, but with better hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Renfro is more like a Crabtree, but he's a little younger and more speed. And don't forget, though, with those two weapons, Carr's going to do good because don't forget that Cooper and Crabtree were like top 3 in the league in drops for like 2 or 3 years straight. So basically every year that Crabtree played for it. So
we know that.
Yep.
Goddamn, catch the motherfucking
I think
ball.
we have
100%.
a cast of receivers that can catch the ball.
Man, catch the motherfucking
yeah.
ball.
And Tyrell Williams, he hurt both of his feet, but before that he was playing well. And don't forget in Houston, right after Key missed that damn sack, Carr was leading down the field, and Williams dropped the ball a couple
No,
of
I
times.
compared them to pass.
So drops is something that's hurt Carr throughout his career. Receivers that drop the ball has hurt Carr throughout his career.
That's true.
Big
That's
time.
That's big time.
Big time.
Big time.
What you got, man?
Jason says Ruggs get one of the little, I can't read, slant lookouts. Oh, same lookouts. Help me out here.
He said what?
Jason.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Run gets one
Homer,
if
you
them
still
little
there?
slants look out. It's
Yeah, I'm
the
here.
side.
If Ruggs
Okay.
get one of them little slants, look out.
Oh,
Yes, he is.
Hey.
Russ can make a little slant go to the house.
You
That's what he's saying.
Jason.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Jason. Got it.
Okay, good.
Noted. Good job.
Thank you.
Playmaker. Ruggs is a playmaker. Big time.
Definitely.
The
Lots of yards after the
non-punctuation
catch.
threw me off.
You gotta make plays though. You gotta make
Slant
plays.
Say,
though.
work that out.
Am I reading that correctly?
We gotta make
So
plays.
hey, Angela,
Tell me.
before I head out, I know that you wanted to talk a little bit about the rift between the nation, as far as the Oakland move. Are you still wanting to talk about
yeah,
that?
thanks for bringing that up. So, like I said, Homer's like 100% in for Raiders. All things Raiders, all things Mark Davis, all things our players, all things we're having a winning season every year.
Yeah.
And I respect his opinion. But yeah, we were chatting last night a little bit about how we feel about Baby Davis and how he's treated the Oakland Raider fan base. And we just feel like we've been disrespected.
Big time.
The very last interview he had was, how do you feel about leaving? Is this nostalgic or something like that? And he's like, nah,
We left before.
We left before. We can leave again.
No, it's no biggie.
And I get that Libby Schaaf didn't handle things the correct way.
She definitely did not.
And
No.
it's not all his fault.
Right.
And maybe Homer brought up the point when we were chatting last night that perhaps that was directed to her. And I get that, but I think he should
But it came to
have.
us. So.
Yeah, he should have been able to have enough class to say thank you to the fans.
Yeah.
And I think as season ticket holders and
That's
all of
it.
that,
Well, I think, look, so when, I start to think about what you're saying, right? So, and maybe Mark Davis should be above this, but at the same time, how much class did the Oakland fan base show Mark Davis when he was doing all that? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It doesn't defend, it doesn't justify
yeah, wait,
the
hold on.
way that you feel slighted by him. But all I'm
Wait,
saying
back
is in
up.
the end, it worked out for the team. And yes, Libby screwed that up. Like, she was putting her money in the Libby Schaaf or the Oakland A's. That's what she thought. But aren't they going to build another stadium outside of the Oakland Coliseum area?
Wait.
And then the Warriors moved too.
What's the comment about how you said something about Raiders fans treated Davis?
Well, yeah. Think about it, right? Because I remember when all that came out, man. You would hear, man, fuck Mark Davis. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's a clown. People were coming out and talking hard shit about him. You know what I mean? Oh, look at his chili bowl haircut. Oh, he fucking flies Allegiant Stadium or Allegiant
come on,
Airlines.
man. We're still
To me,
talking about the haircut.
I thought that was cool because he was down to earth. He wasn't this billionaire, person that could build his own stadium and shit. But if you start to put in big, I was born in the '80s, raised in the '90s. I'm glad we didn't sell out. Now we got some billionaire owner that doesn't give a shit about the fans. And I know you're saying he didn't give a shit about the Oakland fans, but Mark Davis is one of the staunch defenders right now of the fans not being able to go into the games. You know what I mean? So I think
I think we have to agree that Mark Davis just has his moments. He has some moments where he's better. He says things that make you feel good as a fan, and then he has those moments that make you feel like, he don't care.
Yeah, but Homer, to that comment about the fans, I think it's just to make himself look good.
Yeah.
He has no control over what the NFL decides and if fans are going to go or if not. That makes him look good. Just like he says, "Oh, I want to bring training camp back to Napa." First of all, no, you don't. I don't believe him. And the NFL's never going to let it happen, and he knows that. But it's a headline that will make him look good.
Yeah.
There's no way he's
Well, I mean, I know we talked about this a little bit last night, right? But see, so they would practice. The training camp would be held in Napa back when they were in Oakland, right? They would be held in Napa. Training camp was, but then they would have their practice facility in Alameda, right? So why wouldn't they be able to do the same thing where they have the training camp in Napa and then have their practices, after training camp in Henderson, the same way they did there, in Oakland?
Well, first of all, the training. The facility here is deteriorating, and they have a brand new state-of-the-art one. Right. So why would you move your team and choose to go back to something? He's only
no. I'm saying they're gonna have training camp in Napa, and then they'll do the practices in Henderson.
So I'm sure he can if he just all out wanted to. He can, you know what I mean?
He would go back to a middle school playing field.
No,
hell no.
No.
I mean, honestly.
I think so. He cares about the Raider Nation. I really feel that he cares about the Raider Nation. And you talk about him trying to, I guess you could say, pander to the Raider fans. Why wouldn't you want to go and keep that market as much as possible? Think about it. The Raider Nation has stayed loyal in LA. Why wouldn't you go back to California where your roots are and keep that fan base?
Honestly, because why would you? I mean,
because
real Raider fans are leaving anyway. So no one's aren't leaving.
I think
the
Captain
people
Jack
who left
said it
are already
best, right?
gone.
They won't melt.
It don't make
they
no
won't melt
difference.
at training camp if they go to Napa.
Say again?
I think Captain Jack said it best. If they go to Napa, they won't melt.
What?
They won't come out?
Melt. It's going to be hot. But they got the indoor training camp, whatever. I'm just saying, I think he really does want to go to Napa because he wants to keep that California fan base.
Hey, Homer, I'm glad you want to back him up. First off, if you're going to sit here and tell us his ugly ass, whatever that shit on his head is okay, I don't care how much, I don't care if you got any kind, if you got $7 in your pocket you need to get your hair fixed. I mean, honestly, his hair is awful. So that from jump makes us feel like you just want to have his back, and we want to be mad. Sure, true, but I mean, he just did whatever he said on Napa, and that was just to try to make people happy. But we can see through that, bro. I'm a hustler, baby. I mean, I know the game. Like, we can hustle people all day.
Every day I'm hustling.
He's just saying whatever he wants to try to hustle people, but he ain't hustling us.
He's not trying to come back here.
Nah, he don't want to come back, and he shouldn't, because he got a state-of-the-art whatever in Henderson, right? So he should go ahead in Henderson and have that state-of-the-art.
He's like, you remember Major League, the movie?
Yes, I love that movie.
The owner.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, let's make the worst facility ever and move, and then you're gonna come back to it.
Yep.
Like,
and they just somehow they found a way to win. But it was a movie. It was a movie.
But they're not coming back to that.
Braylon's asking, did he ever sell his Dodge Caravan? Do you know about a Dodge
Yeah, the white one.
I heard he rolled back until the wheels
I think,
fell off, or does he even still have it?
And I thought he still had it.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. If you're at the stadium in Las Vegas and you walk by Mark Davis, are you gonna ask for a picture?
Fuck no. Honestly, I've walked by him before in Napa. Like before all this happened, and I didn't like him then. I took a picture with Al Davis.
You know what I asked him?
Homer, I
don't want a photo or an autograph, mostly not from anybody, but I would ask him to join our show.
Right. Yeah, I'm not with that. Right.
Oh man.
One question, I'm just gonna hold out my phone and be like, so for life.
I feel that. Like, yeah, that's a different thing. Like,
we have a special guest.
We've been lucky enough to be around, maybe to run into players or whatever. I know you're in Texas, we're out here, so I went to Napa every year. I've been out at Raider things out here, so I've run into a lot of players and whatever. So maybe after a
Let me
minute.
just say this real quick. Like we dealt with, Al was the king, Al was the maverick.
Yeah.
Al knew football. He created everything that he did his own way.
Yeah.
But Al Davis,
even
I was listening to Al.
Even in Al's old age, we didn't all the way agree with some of the decisions because it seemed like he needed some help. But we knew he knew football and was in it. For Al to be Mark's dad and for Mark not to know anything about football, and he came out and said it when he took ownership of the team that I don't know anything and I'm gonna hire guys that know stuff.
That's what I think is important. That's why I think the Mark Davis legacy is starting off on the right foot, because remember, Al in the 60s and 70s and early 80s was top notch, ahead of the game, right? But then he started to fall off. Right, and so do you remember? Hey, let me ask you something. Were y'all part of the group that helped pay for the billboard to ask Al Davis to get a GM? So what I'm saying is, remember, don't forget, while we celebrate Al Davis right now, in the end, we were pissed off at Al Davis because we didn't want him. He skipped on Aaron Rodgers, Golden League, Al Davis behind the Raiders shield by John Keegan, right?
And didn't want to let go.
Dude, but I think it's right. So if the Raiders would have stayed in Oakland right now, y'all would have been so happy because Mark Davis steps aside, knowing that he knows what he doesn't know, and Gruden's back, and Mike Mayock are making great decisions. So really, as a nation, we're poised to return to greatness, and so that's the important part of Mark Davis's legacy, right? And you could get upset, but like
So I feel you. I feel what you're saying, brother. I feel what you're saying. But I'm gonna come at you with some real shit though, and you can ask some of the New York homies. I was out there, and this was when they were talking about us going back to LA. Obviously, I didn't want us to go back to LA because I'm in Oakland. I happened to be in New York at the time. I was with a couple of the homies, and the vote went down on TV. And I celebrated because we were staying in Oakland. And this was before the Vegas shit came up. And I was still talking shit about Mark Davis. And you can look that up. Al was dead by then. And honestly, I wish Mark Davis knew 1/20th of what his father knew about football. Because then I feel like we had a shot. And I wish you would just be like most owners and not give a damn and let everyone else do everything. Because he don't know what he's doing. That's all.
That's what he does. Let everybody else do everything because he doesn't know what he's doing. But you know what? This is what I want to remind people of. Like, if you can go to the Raider app and you can listen to Al Davis's speech, right? And he thanked Mark Davis and for being a part of his life. And so I believe Al Davis is looking down and smiling, man, because Al Davis did not, Al Davis was cutthroat to Oakland, right? He left and he didn't give a shit. And then he cutthroat in LA and left and he didn't give a shit. I mean, so Mark Davis moving from Oakland to LA, Las Vegas is not that different than what Al did himself.
Señor
So
says that's
all I'm
a
saying
lie.
is, like, bro, I mean, like, get out of your feelings, right? I think that's where it's at right now. Because right now, dude, I'm saying this because when we win this next Super Bowl, man, you don't want to be jaded at that point, dude, because you're gonna enjoy it, and you don't want to go back.
No,
you don't
I'm
want
going
to
to
be jaded.
enjoy it. I am. You're right.
Now.
I am. And I hope we win the Super Bowl, and I hope we are beastie. But I'm never going to like Mark Davis, ever. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You look at a lot of sports franchises in all of sports, and a lot of the team fans hate the owners. So to some point, it's just rich against poor. When it comes down to it, it's people with money against people who are trying to make it.
That's a whole nother conversation.
And that's a whole other conversation.
The Davis family did not have that kind of money when the
too.
league started to pass them up. But now it's a rags to riches kind of story if you think about it. Because now, if we were like on the Other Nation podcast, now the team is worth $2.9 billion.
Hold on, Homer. We want to pick this up with you. This is a whole other conversation we're going to have with you.
Jason says
Hey, I'm ready to talk Raider football anytime.
that he needed himself.
That's a whole nother conversation we're gonna have with you, Homer. But just because if Jason wants to call in, we'll have another 10 minutes. Homer, thank you for
Are
calling.
you kicking me off the show?
No. Hear me out. Listen, Jason. No, just hear me out.
I'm kidding.
I know it's
Great conversation, y'all.
No. Listen. It's not that. I know we're getting into Captain Jack's time, and I don't want to take up his time.
Oh,
slot.
don't you cut me off with Captain Jack.
Yeah, I don't want to take up his time slot. So this is
Cool.
I love talking. I love talking to you. That's a whole nother conversation that I'd love to have. We'd all love to have with you. Homer, go ahead and plug your show before you leave.
So for now, I'm doing Monday Nights Live every Monday night from 7 to 9:30 CST. It's structured like a football game. We have 4 callers. We have a halftime show where we play Raider music, and then also during the halftime show, you, the viewer, can call in and give you shout-outs and or talk about whatever you want. You get 3 minutes in the voicemail. But yeah, hey, Señor Raider, man, I'd love to have you on there with Cisco and Rob Rivera. So just let me know. But I appreciate y'all letting me come on y'all show.
No problem.
All love, brother, all
Thank you,
love.
Homer.
We just,
Appreciate
we
you.
fam, though. We Raider Nation all day,
All
baby.
day.
Raider Nation all day.
Still Raider Nation, yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
Grab the phone,
Yeah.
please.
One nation.
All right, Jay.
One
All right,
nation.
Homer.
All
All right, peace out.
Sorry.
All right, so I know that Captain Jack's show is starting soon. He usually has some music intro. He comes on a little later than 6. If Jason wants to call in, I think I might have saw here. We call in for maybe 5-10 minutes.
He said, not at all, just like the Raider family, everyone else can pound sand. I don't know the reason. But if I get a quick buzz in, Jason, please do.
Yeah, so if not, I think we're going to wrap because, again, I don't want to get into Captain Jack's time slot here unless anyone wants to make like a quick call in. I'll call in. All right, Jason, call in maybe for like 7 minutes and then everyone head over to Captain Jack's show.
Yeah, nobody Captain Jack show. Captain Jack says. I'm calling in. Jason's
Calling in.
on it.
All right, we'll wait for your call.
When everyone else is finished, Captain said, head on over.
All right, Captain, we appreciate you. We're going to steal your audience for like 7 more minutes.
There he is. Big J.
What's up, Jason? How are you?
I'm good.
Talk to us, my
Again.
friend.
Sports are back on TV. The Yankees are great. What else could it's getting better?
Oh, but the A's.
The A's haven't started yet, I don't think.
No, they just won.
Listen, I'm not like I
They
said.
played one
won
today.
today.
Yeah.
3-2.
Okay.
The only team I fear in Major League Baseball is the A's. Everybody else, they don't got a shot. Not even the Dodgers.
Yeah, well, especially not the Dodgers.
Dodgers are good. They're not good.
Oh, might be
It's a
good,
smoke screen.
yeah.
They're not even good.
We don't like blue.
Okay.
How are all you guys doing tonight, all right? It was cool to see us all sitting there and live. That was pretty cool. Señor back there, legend. It's great.
Yeah. He popped in to say hello, gave some stories, so it's always good to see him.
Yeah, like we said, we have a candid conversation with him that we'll be putting on our YouTube channel. He's definitely got some stories, that's for sure.
Yeah, Señor, motherfucker. For real. Señor, dog. Señor,
Oh, he
dog.
stepped out of the
Here he
room.
comes, they're talking about it.
He's back. He's back.
Oh, Señor, I call you a bad word, sir. But I love you.
He meant it all love. So talk to me, Jason. What's on your mind?
Nothing except this season. Hopefully it goes through.
Amen.
Still not sure. We don't know. Everybody can tell me till they're blue in the face that we're having football. Until I actually see it, I will not believe it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, real quick, bro. What's our record
Go ahead.
this year if the season goes?
Our record: 10-6, 11-5.
All
10-6.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you for sure.
All right.
Because I'm like in the 8.
I mean, I don't wanna
sound
like-
category myself.
I don't want to go
you're
out
right.
there
I
and
hope
say like
you're right.
17-0, 18-0. I don't want to do that. But logically, yeah, 10-6, 11-5. I think our defense is going to be a lot better, but not exactly where we need to be. I think that's going to hold us back. I think we're going to score points out like crazy. We might average 42 a game. Might be the Rams all over again.
42. I like it.
I hope you're right. We're rooting for you.
With all of those weapons, think about it. With all those weapons, I know. Gruden said he wants to run 3 tight ends. That's awesome. But look at the speed. Like I wrote, if we keep Rico Gafford, him and Ruggs, that's like 2 track stars on the outside. No 2 people in the NFL can cover them on defense. Nobody. If they put Stickum on Gafford's hands, we're good to go.
Hey, if ifs were fists, we'd all be drunk. And I pray he catches the ball. God damn it. Catch the ball.
You're right.
Everybody
I mean,
talks Rams, nobody talks Tyrell Williams either. So I love it.
I'm real excited about like Tyrell Williams coming back. His size, hopefully he comes back like Homer said. He was good until he got hurt.
You're right.
If he can stay healthy, that's gonna be a plus. He can help out Brian Edwards because everybody thinks Brian Edwards is gonna be great. So
Yeah, if he comes back healthy, well, that's just another big time weapon.
Yeah, we'll see.
And he'll be the veteran of the receiving corps.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, so we're on the 8 and 8, 9 and 7 end. Omar's 11 and 5.
Oh yeah.
Jason.
myself.
We'll see.
I hope I'm right.
I hope you're
I
right.
hope me and Jason's right here.
We've all been so
Yeah.
tortured. We're just
We'll see if everybody stay healthy.
True
There's
that.
going to be a lot of injuries this year.
True that.
Not with attrition.
It's going to be interesting this year. No preseason, no.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We'll see.
That preseason.
So
that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about no preseason with the rookies and the defense.
Or that.
Say again?
I'm worried about, like they said, the no preseason with the rookies and the new defensive players and the calls that are going to be there. Like, are we going to have to go just basic? Is every team going to go basic? But we got a lot of new additions on the defense, plus like a new defensive captain who's going to have to
We'll never blitz. I've been yelling to bring the house forever.
Bring it. Just bring it.
All right, Jason. Thank you for calling. I don't mean to cut you short, but I really don't want to get into Captain Jack's time slot too much, just out of respect for his show. But appreciate you calling, and hopefully we'll do this more often, and we'll have you on a little bit longer next time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You guys have a great show. I love listening to you. And hopefully I'll see you during the season.
For sure.
All
Well,
All right.
brother,
Thank
for
you.
sure. Right on, baby. Raider Nation all day.
Raiders!
Raiders!
All right. So just to kind of wrap this up here, thank everyone that joined. Of course, like I said, tune into everyone else's show. Captain Jack's on right now, so as soon as you leave us, head over to his show, Captain Rackham Jack, 6 to 8 PST, Thursday, Sundays. Make sure you check out Raider Homer's show. He does Monday nights. Am I forgetting anyone?
We got just the ones that came in today. We got Raider Squid, we got Raven, of course Jason, some Kelly. We got some love from her. So everybody's looking good.
All right.
Thank you.
And we also want to, of course, thank our special guest bartender,
Oh.
Yes!
All right, coming down in, so we'll just
Okay.
okay.
All right, and we're gonna go out like this.